So, and yes, I know that I adjust my hat when I start each video. I'm an idiot. So, something unrelated to cars, which I don't know if it matters that I'm in a vehicle. Something we haven't done a video on yet is the coronavirus. And whether or not, and I've kind of stayed away from it because there's so many different beliefs on what's going on, whether it came from China or it came from the government, it's not real, the Democrats created it, it's fake, Hitler created it, the Holocaust, the earth is flat, whatever. The election, after the election, it's just going to go away, which obviously it hasn't. So it's obviously real, as people are dying from it. Everyone at this point should have known someone personally who has died or got sick from it. So with that being said, it is obviously real. There's not hundreds of thousands of people making up family members that are dying. Unlike election issues, this is something that isn't really up for debate, whether it's real or not. So one of the issues that we're running into is that here in Amarillo, Texas, we are averaging, I believe, 7,000 plus cases a week. There's only 200,000 people in Amarillo. And this is constantly happening, meaning some people are either getting it twice or literally every person in town is getting it. Me personally, I have not got it, and no one directly who comes into contact with me has got it. Actually, no, I lied. People at work have gotten it. But with that being said, I have not got it, and I don't plan, obviously none of us plan to get it, so I don't think that I'm going to get it or come in contact with it because I avoid people to begin with. But the other thing that I do is I wear a mask, and this is where people are going to come in and be like, masks don't do anything, blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you this. It is currently flu season in almost the whole United States right now. How many people do you know that have the flu? With that being said, it'll come as no surprise as you realize that the masks are preventing people from getting the flu. And actually, hold on here. I'm in the drive-thru getting the woman a drink here. Hold on.
Hi, $12.94.
So, in case anybody is wondering, I'm actually at Starbucks right now. Where? Hold on.
Here's that for you.
Thank you.
This is my mocha with 3 cups of milk.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. So I'm at Starbucks right now, where the lady in the drive-thru and everyone else in the building is wearing a mask. And do the masks prevent you from getting the coronavirus? No. I know someone recently that is a school teacher that got it. She wears a mask all day, every day, but she comes into contact with children. And anyone who knows anything should know by now that children and schools are one of the largest places to spread diseases next to hospitals and airports. So does the mask work? Absolutely. The mask does work. It does not prevent you from getting the coronavirus. It reduces the likelihood of you to get it. With that being said, are the people that aren't wearing masks putting other people into danger? That's questionable on whether that is actually happening or not. It is only happening if they're sick or come into contact with it. But what most people don't realize is that just because you came into contact with it doesn't mean you're going to be sick. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to be a carrier of the disease. So if you come into contact with someone that has it and you have a small amount of it in your body, enough that you can transfer it person to person, you can still give it to someone else and not get sick. It's not uncommon. It happens with most diseases. Plenty of people carry around the flu and cold and a lot of diseases actually, and just spread them to other people without actually getting them themselves. one of the biggest things I see on Facebook is people arguing about having to wear the mask when they walk into Walmart. Look, I have to wear a mask all day when I work at my other job, literally all day, whether I'm in a room. So the coldest room in the building is 90 degrees. The hottest room in the building can be as high as 150, if not higher, depending on the outside temperature. I wear a mask all day. All day. Long sleeve, jeans, boots, and a mask. I do not have some weird respiratory disease, and there's not things growing on my face. I can actually breathe just fine. And because of that, I can actually breathe significantly better in other places now. We went up to the top of a mountain in Colorado. We went up to Pikes Peak. I could breathe the hell of a lot better than my fiance could. Only because of the fact that I wear a mask so much and my breathing is so limited that I've actually have a better lung capacity because of the long term of wearing masks. Now that's the other thing that most people don't realize is that you need to change your mask. I change my mask 2 to 3 times a day, and I never wear the same one more than one day in a row. My opinion on this is very, very straightforward. I have to wear a mask because it is the law. Whether it's constitutional or not, it is currently the law. And when I walk into a business, I put a mask on when I walk into a business. And don't get me wrong, I don't do it in gas stations. I'm partially a hypocrite. Step 1, wear a mask. Step 2, avoid people. Step 2 is very important. I avoid people in general. I don't come within 6 feet of people prior to this. I just don't do it. I do not like people. Especially at Walmart, especially at pharmacies, any other place. People are sick. They carry stuff on them. And a lot of people are just downright unbearable to be around. Put your mask on. Avoid people. When there's a sale for Black Friday and there's 1 million people in the store, probably not the best place to go. Honestly, at this point, I wish they would shut down the whole country for exactly 2 weeks and let everyone in the country quarantine. Just done, over with. We could have been done with this shit 8-9 months ago, and everyone would have been back to work and quit complaining, which that's another one. In Wisconsin, people were getting $970 a week on unemployment. $970 a week, and people were having protests to go back to work. I don't know how many of you can do math, but when you add that up, $970 a week, that adds up to a shitload of money. That adds up to roughly around $50,000. I think less than 30% of the nation makes more than $50,000 a year. Y'all are dumb. I would have sat home for $970 a week. I would have done that in a freaking heartbeat. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. Sign me up to sit at home for roughly $1,000 a week and do absolutely nothing. I would absolutely love it. Do me, the world, and everyone else a damn favor. Put your stupid mask on when you walk into Walmart for the 5 minutes that you're there to buy your goddamn KY jelly and whatever the hell else you went to Walmart for. It's that simple. I'm sick of hearing about this stupid virus and disease, especially since I'm not getting a goddamn stimulus check for it. Put your fucking mask on.